little secret cafe. Maybe a friendship isn't working. Loneliness is the price you pay for a life of convenience.
Colonoscopy day. Physical touch is not his first love.
I'm so gassy. So right now I'm walking over to Tootie. I'm going a little early. I planned to meet Yoonji at Tootie before we went and met up with Jenny for lunch. But Yoonji loves Tootie as well. She just hasn't had a chance to go back yet, I think. And lemon tart, obviously you guys know, is my favorite cake from them. And Yoonji loves that cake too. So we're just gonna have a little snack before we meet up with Jenny. I'm just going a little early to secure a spot because, to be frank, Tootie has gotten quite popular these days. So you kind of have to get there a little earlier so that you can grab a seat. I mean, I'm really happy for them, but low-key kind of sad because my little secret cafe is becoming too popular.
All right, Yoonji's gonna try this cake.
I did this at Tootie earlier and it was so funny. Oh, I see.
Taco ASMR.
Yeah, they can definitely hear you.
언니가 쳐다보는 게 너무 웃겨요.
All right, so the dogs are gonna come home soon, but I figured I would just chill and eat with you guys. I made these little like tuna balls again. So Jimmy's gone this weekend. He went to the States. I know he went back to the States. It's for one of his like, you guys know Ben. It's for Ben's bachelor party because him and Winnie are getting married. I was thinking about this today, about like having adult friendships is so different than having friendships when you're a little kid. And I feel like I get asked this question a lot when we talk about like heart to Hannahs and stuff. And I just started thinking about how like when you're an adult, it's so hard to maintain and make new friends because everybody at this point is kind of like in a weird stage of life, right? Like as you grow up, people just kind of like do their own things with like their paths in life. They get a new job and they move. They start a family before you. They get a new partner. It's just stuff like that. And like, I don't really blame anybody for how friendships work out because life is such an ebb and flow. It's like your path in life is going to be different than someone else. And sometimes it just like doesn't match up. And obviously it's good to like work hard at relationships to keep them and like maintain them. But it's also okay to accept that sometimes friendships like just don't stay and they just grow apart because like lifestyles don't match up or timing just doesn't match up, location doesn't match up. And I feel like that's so hard for people to accept because like we love the people in our lives and we want to keep them around, you know? It's funny because I feel like moving to Korea has also like really made me realize that with like everybody here being so transient. Like I've kind of learned to accept when I feel like maybe a friendship isn't working out or things are changing and a phase of life is ending and stuff. And I feel like that was really hard for me to accept before. Like I'd get upset at myself, I'd get upset at them, and now I'm like, there's no one really to be upset at, you know? It's like nobody did anything wrong. It's just being an adult is just different. It's just different than being a kid where you guys are on the same schedule, like going to school every day and doing extracurriculars together. You know, now you have to like really make an effort to like meet up and see each other. And for someone who's an introvert, oh, that's so hard. Like I realized that I'm an I just get so exhausted when I'm with like a lot of people for more than like 2 hours. And I'm like the type of person where I will be so extroverted and loud and like fun for like 2 hours. And then my energy is just like, And then I realized that because of that, I've just started to slowly just like not want to go anywhere and like not want to go out. And then that's like bad for me. That's like bad for my friendships or any relationship for that matter. Like for example, I didn't go to the US for almost 4 years. And it's because like I hate planes, which is a valid fear. I hate planes and like traveling is just very exhausting for me. But then I realized I haven't seen those friends in so long. Like these are not valid excuses. And I don't have many friends in the States anymore because I feel like I'm like this. And no one's like mad at me for it or said anything to me. But I kind of did feel like, okay, you could make a little bit more of an effort. I think I realized that after this past US trip, like how much I miss them and stuff and how I should have probably like gone back to the US maybe after a couple years to like visit everybody. But anyways, the past is the past. Like I can't change anything. But concerning like this life in Korea, I'm trying to be like more proactive and just like going places. It's just hard because I'm introverted. I don't love leaving my dogs at home, but it's not that they're not fine being at home. They love being at home, like especially because I walk them for so long every day that they're so tired when they're at home. They just need to rest. But I feel like since Pepper passed away, I feel like every like hour that I'm not with them is like an hour that I'm missing in their life. And I know that's really dramatic and they would prefer to have some alone time knowing my dogs, but it's just like a struggle. I'm like, I want to like restore my energy. I want to make sure I'm spending enough time with my dogs. I want to make sure I'm spending enough time with Jimmy. I definitely wasn't spending enough time calling my parents, which I realized and I need to do better on. And I also want to call like my friends who don't live in Korea anymore, and I need to like go and hang out and do things with my friends who are in Korea. And I also want to just sit here and recharge and like watch something on TV and just not talk to anybody. I feel really overwhelmed just saying all this. It's not that difficult. But anyways, I do really love my friends and I should probably do a better job. Cheers to being adults in their 30s.
Jimmy and I are currently on our way to a couples Pilates class. The Pilates place is called Body Innovation, and actually one of our mutual friends here in Korea works there and invited us to do a couples Pilates class together. So we're gonna try it. They have English and Korean there, but you guys have probably seen our friend on Instagram. Her name's Otka. I'll leave her Instagram here, but she's really good. She's very flexible. And I am really not flexible. She won't be there today, but one of the other instructors will be leading our class today. Wait, babe, did I tell you that I'm actually like been stretching every day to do the splits?
What? No, you did not.
I've actually gotten so much lower, which is not low at all, but
That is definitely news to me.
yeah.
We're waiting for a turn, and the previous people look really tired. And nervous.
Yeah, that's
And now we're going to go to child position first. And just try to relax and place your arms a little wide. Your chest. And go down. And go forward. And help with your arms back. And only just slightly on the arm. A little closer to the floor. And then left knees. So you bring your shoulders to your knees. And at the same moment with your inner muscles press back to the floor. Yes. And now we do the same with other side, okay? So, yeah, I squeeze my ring and then I go up to the position. No, stop doing this. When you do, you just stop breathing. This is not correct.
Yeah.
Now you pressure inside your abdomen. Time squeeze your ring now. 3 and 4.
I'm cramping.
5 and 7 and 8 and 10 and don't give up now. And now. Very nice. Now squeeze your ring and just drop down your. You did it very well.
feel really tired.
Yeah.
I was just trying to itch my nose, and like lifting my arm to itch my nose is really tiring. So we just got done. How was that, Jimmy?
It was good. It was tiring. It was hard. It's a lot harder. It's different than CrossFit, that's for sure.
I was struggling at the lower body part. It was really hard, but like I could do it. I feel like you, I feel like you struggled a lot.
I think it also didn't help that I ran this morning.
Yeah.
But I think really hard. It's just very different than weightlifting, because weightlifting is like you're kind of supposed to hold your breath the whole time to keep tension in your body, versus Pilates is you're supposed to be breathing the whole time, which feels weird.
Counterintuitive.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like I caught myself holding my breath.
Yeah, I just naturally hold my breath when I'm exercising.
We really liked the teacher. She was
really nice.
She's very passionate about Pilates and like about why she wants us to do something like a certain way. And I mean, our class was only supposed to be an hour, but she like spent an extra 30 minutes with us because she wanted to like really explain everything. I mean, she was just like a really passionate teacher. So yeah, if you guys are looking for an English-speaking Pilates class, you should check them out. This area is Gangnam, right? But anyways, if you guys are looking for English-speaking Pilates classes, and you live in like Gangnam or don't mind traveling to Gangnam, that was a pretty good class. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was nice.
So, Jimmy is at a hueshik, which is like a business dinner for work and stuff. So I'm making a super easy dinner. I was gonna try and test run this like garlic udon, creamy udon dish. Oh, but it's like so much work and I don't really want to do it. So I'm gonna do like this super easy spicy kimchi udon. All right, so soy sauce, gochujang. So I'm going to make the sauce and I'm just gonna put it in this bowl. I'm just eyeballing everything. Little gochujang, the sugar, and then this is really freaking spicy, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of this oil, like just a little. Mix. I'm just looking at my Ultrahuman stuff. It's like tracking my sunlight exposure. I don't know if you guys can see, but every time like I take a walk outside, it'll ask me if I took the walk, and then it'll ask me if I want to add it to my UV exposure. And then I just recently started tracking like my period on here. It's like synced to my Clue app, so has like more data, but this one tracks like your basal body temperature, which fluctuates whenever it's on whichever part of like your cycle it's in. I actually really like it. I've been learning a lot from it. Okay, so I made this. I should have been boiling the noodles, so I'm gonna do that really quick and I'll be right back. Oh my God, that was tragic. This is why I am not aesthetic. I just spilled everything. That's good. Cleaned up my bowl. How cute is this Hello Kitty bowl? And then I got my leftover wood ear in this thing. You know what I realized lately? I feel like I always waft back and forth from wanting to be there for like my friends and stuff, and then also being kind of selfish and being like, well, you know what, I don't really have like I don't really want to do that, or I don't feel like I have the energy, or blah blah blah. Actually, I'm really bad with like explaining my feelings, but Haku, you tell them. Oh, it says Yaku. Okay, so it says being annoyed is the price you pay for community.
And then somebody commented on that TikTok saying, and loneliness is the price you pay for a life of convenience. People want a village but aren't willing to be a villager. And then a really funny one is, this is the main takeaway for the first Shrek movie. That is so accurate, okay? And like, just let me say something. Okay, so like Shrek just wanted his own space. He had like his own boundaries, and he seemed very self-assured about like what he wanted, and like really confident in himself, and like didn't care what other people thought and whatever. But then like as the movie goes on, you see that he's an onion, and that he actually has a lot of history as like to why he is the way that he is. And then once he creates his village, like he loves them and they support him, and like they give him like this new life. And like maybe he would have been fine living the way that he did for the rest of his life, but I also feel like the movie portrays him to be like happier while also simultaneously being very annoyed and inconvenienced with his like newfound village. And I was thinking about that because I'm such a homebody. Like if I have to go somewhere, ooh, it's really hard to get me out. But like I've realized that I think I'm prioritizing like my convenience way too much. Like I think that's way too much of a priority for me these days. Like I obviously think that having boundaries, and I'm not loosely using that term boundaries, like I mean like actual boundaries for your mental health is like important. But I also love having a community, and I want a village. A few of my friends have told me that when they come to my house, it feels like they're just like kind of like just coming over. There's not a lot of rules. It's very like really make yourself at home. And it's funny because Jimmy is very like, okay, well, this is our space. Like, I don't want people really making themselves at home in our space, where I am like, oh, like I don't mind it. Like I love when I see people feeling so comfortable in our home that they feel like it's their home. Like I love seeing that. And then I realized I think I do like having a village and being inconvenienced more than I like feeling like I have a very convenient, I'm using the word convenient a lot, but it's only because I can't think of another word, than having a convenient life and not having a bunch of people around me. And I've realized I think like the amount of people in my life has like gone down and down and down because I don't know if it's like what it is about me moving here, but I feel more irritated by like things I don't feel like I used to be as irritated before. And then those things my mentality is like, okay, well, those things don't make me feel good, so goodbye. And so I'm like, when did I take this to like such an extreme that I feel like now everything that's inconvenient to me is just pushed out of my life? I mean, I'm not friendless. I still have friends, but I'm like, I feel like I'm hermitized. I don't think that's a word, but I feel like I've become like a hermit a lot more than I used to be, and I want to be like Shrek at the end of Shrek 1, you know? Anyways, after seeing that on TikTok, I was like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing? So 2025 is the year where I accept more inconveniences to grow my community. I don't know if that's 1 or 2. And hopefully to just like more life changes and stuff. I don't know why I'm talking about this. This is such a random thought, but anyways, this is delicious and really easy to make. You guys should make it. I'm gonna finish this. And I don't know, that's the end of this segment of the vlog. Oh my god, a new solo leveling was out! Yes!
いつこの島にそれにどうやって説明は後です先に皆さんの怪我を治します
Aura.
これを飲んでそうだ
This worked so much faster on me than it did last time.
Really? Oh yeah, last time you were like, is it working?
Yeah, you too though, remember? When you did yours, you didn't poo for like a while. But I pooped after like the first drink.
It's colonoscopy day.
Oh, we're vlogging this.
I mean, I'm not gonna vlog my colonoscopy.
I don't know.
I'm just showing them. I already took one of these this morning, and I already took a poo. So I have to take another one now. And then I think I have to take one more. Exciting stuff. This doesn't taste that bad. I did a colonoscopy 2 years ago. And every 2 years, we get to do like a full body checkup. So I included a colonoscopy again because 2 years ago they found like some polyps. So I just think it's like if it's already included in my checkup, I might as well just do it. But this stuff doesn't really taste bad. I mean, it doesn't taste good, but it doesn't taste bad.
Is it the lime flavor?
Yeah, like it tastes like a thick fruit water juice that's not cold.
Yeah. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Jimmy did this last year.
Yeah.
Wait, babe, what time are you gonna pick me up? I think my colonoscopy's at like 2:30, 3-ish.
So then I'll pick you up at 4?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess it's like hard to time because I need to come. Because I have to drive the scooter to work today because I can't park my car there. So then I have to drive my scooter back here and then I need to get the car and then I need to drive.
Just pick me up on your scooter. You did that last time.
That was a terrible idea. You were gonna fall off.
Well, if you pick me up an hour after, I'll probably be more awake.
Feel like I never feature Haku like this in the vlogs anymore.
What?
I'm talking to myself.
Oh.
Here is Haku. I love Haku. Haku, 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 Haku.
It's just because Kiki likes being cuddled and wants attention all the time that I feel like she's in my videos more. But Haku, physical touch is not his first love language. It might be his last. Or second to last. Because he does like being pet. Like he'll like go like this whenever he wants to be pet. Watch, when I let him go, he's going to be like, I'm free! But I don't want to let you go. No, 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 no. Okay, go. Bottoms up. I'll let you guys know how the colonoscopy goes. I'm so gassy. I'm eating crackers and watching Hidden Love. Again, I'm so gassy. Get your colonoscopies. Guys, it's so nice today. Yesterday was like freaking freezing and it also started snowing. But today is just such a beautiful, like cool, warm day. I'm just like so lucky to be able to like walk outside and enjoy the sun with my little pups. Haku went to daycare today. I've said this like a lot before, but they go on separate days sometimes so that they can have some independence from each other and have like one-on-one time with me. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I feel very blessed and it feels really nice today.
High five.